What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dave Dash. She think I'm famous, so she's sucking on my what? That's a bar from No Jumper's very own Lil Housephone. But to be honest, there's nothing little about Housephone these days, and I ain't just talking about the homie getting fat. Well, even show is. But in a lot of ways, the boy Housephone has really grown, from being a guest host on the No Jumper show to owning his own shoe company and having his own podcast, Disconnected, on 6 p.m. on Thursdays. So let's take a closer look at the life of Lil Housephone. Housephone, otherwise known as DeMonte Huillet, grew up in Hawthorne, California. Hawthorne is a city southwestern Los Angeles, and as he describes it, was a good melting pot that wasn't super hood, it wasn't super nice, somewhere in the middle. Housephone was a skater and a hype beast in his youth. His most notable peers from his hometown are the members of Odd Future. Housephone became friends with Adam22 doing Powder at a warehouse in 2015. All jokes aside, he met Adam at the Agenda trade show, where Adam gave him his business card. He has served in different capacities for the No Jumper brand, and something tells me he was invited because of all the key bumps he gave Adam. Other monikers he took before he was known as Housephone was names like Little Celly, Lil Wi-Fi, and SIM Card Shoddy. His most notable songs include Tokyo Goons and Trappin' Off the Housephone. Housephone is well known for his dope fashion sense, as well as being the likable cokehead that takes your bag when no one's looking. In 2019, Lil Housephone decided to create the High Roller shoe brand, after a friend put him in the same room as the creative director of an underground shoe company called Greedy Genius. From that point forward, Lil Housephone was a full-fledged fashion designer. A few months back on an episode of the No Jumper show, he broke down how he's been struggling with an addiction and the pressure of actually being successful. I'm sure when he was just a guest, it was a lot easier to cat off, rather than being a full-fledged social media personality. In 2021, Housephone started taking his YouTube game a lot more serious, by releasing a podcast called Drip Tank and starring in the No Jumper show much more consistently, which he was notorious for missing. The Drip Tank was a great idea, but the fact that he was already known for being on No Jumper, it only makes sense that Housephone would team up with Adam22 to create his own podcast. Even the No Jumper show was originally called the Cam Girl vs. Housephone show. He stated on the VBC podcast once AD came around and started showing him his game plan by using No Jumper as a boost in his career to achieve more than he could just on his own, that's when Phone started taking the game more serious. A while back, he did a pop-up on Melrose for his High Roller 777 release, and it was great to see him in such high spirits and looking healthier than he has in a long time. As well as seeing him on his own podcast Thursday nights. He's got guests like Blasey, one of Phone's best friends and creative designer, and Yuri, who's got to be one of the funniest No Jumper employees besides Housephone. Recently, Housephone has been dealing with a lot of health issues, and I'm assuming it's related to his unhealthy lifestyle. I'm not trying to preach, but I really do hope the homie can get it together. As a fan of Housephone, I really would like to see the boy get in shape. No homo. What do you guys think? Will Housephone keep up the good work, or will he get back to powdering his nose? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm out.